deep forest tremor. Casting shadows on your glowing skin. Hands moving lower while the kick kicks in. Warm analog sense wrapping round like smoke. Electric guitar, we've been pushing us to provoke.
Feel the boom bass crawling deep into your bones. Heart racing faster than we've ever known. The forest outside watching, but it can't intervene. In this deep forest tremor, we live in the dream.
Deep forest tremor, booming through the night. Boom bass booster got us feeling so right. Bodies locked tight, sweat dripping like fire. 150 rhythm taking us higher and higher. Deep forest tremor, let the sun take control. Boom bass in my veins, stealing my soul. Deep in the pines where the wild ones play. You and me lost in this 150 blaze.
Laced in the nothing, let the booster explode. Your breath on my neck while the rhythm overloads. Plus season salty with the sub hits. Heavy got you biting your lip, voice getting unsteady. High hands stepping sharp through the analog heat. Pull you in closer to the bass in your feet. Electric guitar crying out into the dark in this deep forest tremor.
We leaving no more.
Yeah, one for the tempo, deep forest tremor, shaking boom bass. Boost, you got the whole cabin quaking. You arching back, eyes lost inside the beat. Forest full of seconds, but we bring in the heat. Sweat on your body, bass hitting every curve. Hands exploring places with nothing to reserve. Trap kick knocking while the deep house rise deep. Deep forest tremor got us losing sleep. No breaks, no escape, just a sob in the flame. Boom bass, deep house running straight through our
Deep
veins.
forest tremor, booming through the night. Boom bass boosted, got us feeling so right. Bodies locked tight, sweat dripping like fire. 150 rhythm taking us higher and higher. Deep forest tremor, let the sun take control. Boom bass in my veins, stealing my soul. Deep in the pines where the wild ones play. You and me lost in this 150 blaze. Deep forest tremor. Boom bass still booming. Stay lost right here. 150 forever in the cabin.
Timber and thunder. Yeah. Boom bass booster. Shake the whole cabin. Yeah. 150 BPM, deep in the timber pines. Keeping walls screaming from the thunder line. Sticks of bass, boom cracking every beam. You moving, they give me like a fever dream. Firelight flickering on your skin so smooth. Hands gripping tighter with the bass improves. Warm in the lock since melting into the heat. And electric guitar crying, making the tension sweet. Feel the boom bass rolling straight into your spine. Heart pounding louder than the kicking for time. For a standing witness, but it keeps our secret tight. In this timber thunder, we own the night. Timber and thunder, booming through the dark. Boom bass booster, setting off the spark. Bodies colliding, sweat dripping like rain. One beefy rhythm driving us insane. Timber and thunder, let us up take the lead. Boom bass in my veins, fulfilling every need. Deep in the forest where the real ones play. You and me lost in this 150 blaze. Lights drop real low, let the booster ignite your lips. Taste a fire while the kick kids just right. Plugs dancing like they but the sub hits. Heavy got you whispering dirty with every melody. High hat stepping clean through the analog haze. Pull you in closer, lost inside the maze. Electric guitar, we was soft in the groove. In this timber thunder, we making our move. Yeah. 150 tempo, timber and thunder shaking. Boom bass booster, got the whole cabin quaking. You arching back, I turning with the beat. Forest full of shadow, but we bringing the heat. Sweat on your body, bass hitting every curve. He's exploring places with nothing to reserve. Trap kick knocking while the deep house rise deep. Timber and thunder got us losing sleep. No breaks tonight, we deep in the zone. Boom bass deep house, taking us straight to the throne. Some timber and thunder, booming through the dark. Boom bass booster, setting off the spark. to the pole. Yeah. Boom, bass booster, take over the night. Yeah. Boom, bass booster, take over the night. Home for the BPM, be beside the pines. Different pose rising, bass boost to the fine. Sticks of bass hitting, making timber shake. You leaning in close, no room for mistakes. Fire like dancing on your silhouette glow. Hands tracing slowly while the hi-hats flow. Warming the logs in, trapping tight around us. Electric guitar whisper building up the lust. Feel the boom bass crawling deep into your core. Heart sinking faster than it ever did before. It's just me and you. Cabin pulse, booming through the dark. Boom, bass booster, lighting up the spark. Bodies pressed tight, sweat dripping like rain. 150 rhythm, driving us insane. Cabin pulse, sub control. Boom, bass in my veins, stealing my soul. Deep in the forest where the wild ones ride. You and me lost in this 150 high. Yeah, lights turn down low, let the booster explode. Your breath on my skin while the kick overloads. Plus, season gentle with the sub hits. Heavy, got your morning soft every time I go steady. Hi-hats kinda sharp through the analog heat. Bring you in closer to the bass in your feet. Electric guitar cranking out into the night. In this cabin post, we own in the fight, yeah. 150 kick up, cabin post vibrating. Boom, bass booster got the whole place celebrating. You arching back, lost inside the groove. Forest outside, quiet, but we making our move. Sweat on your thighs, bass in a new spot. Hands everywhere connecting every dot. Drop kick, nothing with a deep house flow smooth. Cabin post got us lost in the truth. No slowing down, we deep in the zone. Boom, bass, deep house taking us home. Cabin post, booming through the dark. Boom, bass booster, lighting up the spark. Bodies pressed tight, sweat dripping like rain. 150 rhythm, driving us insane. Cabin post, sub control. Boom, bass in my veins, stealing my soul. Deep in the forest where the wild ones ride. You and me lost in this 150 high. Cabin post. Forever in the pines. Boom, bass booster. You know time it goes. Boom, bass booster. Let it shake the cabin. For the BPM, deep in the neon pines. Cabin lights flickering, bass booster defines. Dicks, sub bass rumbling, shaking every log. You pressing up close, body moving like fog. Firelight glowing on the curve of your waist. Hands exploring slow while the kick sets the pace. Warm analog sense wrapping around our skin. Electric guitar crying, pulling us deeper in. Feel the boom bass crawling straight into your chest. Heart beating harder, forgetting all the rest. Forest outside, silent but inside we loud. In the boom bass deep house, we lost in the cloud. Neon blind echoes booming through the night. Boom bass boosted bodies feeling so right. Bodies locked tight, sweat dripping slow. Cabin on fire from this 150 glow. Neon blind echoes like the sub hit deep. Boom, boom bass in my veins, making promises we keep. Deep in the forest where the real vibes play. You and me riding this booster all the way. Lights staying way low, let the booster explode. Your lips on my neck, wow, the rhythm overloads. Plus dancing soft, but the sub hits like thunder. Got you gasping loud every time I go under. Hi-hat snapping clean, but attention ignites. Put you in closer under flickering lights. And the log won't spreading guitar, we below. In these neon pines, we losing control. Yeah. 150 tempo, boom bass booster shaking. Cabin walls trembling, no time for faking. You arching back, eyes lost in the beat. Force full of shadow, but we urge. Trap kick knocking while the deep house ride smooth. Neon pineapples got us making a move. No breaks, no escape, just a sub in the fire. Boom bass, deep house taking us higher, higher, higher. Neon pineapples booming through the night. Boom bass booster got us feeling so right. Bodies locked tight, sweat dripping slow. Cabin on fire from this 150 glow. Get neon pineapples, let the sub hit deep. Boom, boom bass in my veins, making promises we keep. Deep in the forest where the rivers play. You and me riding this booster all the way. Booster, neon pineapples, yeah. Boom bass still going. Stay lost in the cabin. Don't let the night end. Bass booster. What's the flames? What's the flames? Yeah. 150 in the cabin. Let it burn. BPM, pulling deep into the pines. Cabin door creaking, but your eyes telling lies. Sticks up bass rumbling, making timber groan. You moving closer, got me losing my tone. Firelight painting every curve that you show. Hands sliding lower, taking it real slow. Analog warmth spreading, electric guitar cries. We locked in the shadows where the real heat lies. Feel the boom bass building right under your skin. Heart racing faster than the night closing in. Forest holding secrets, but we breaking the rules. In this cabin remix, we both playing the fools. Whispered flames, igniting in the dark. 150 bass booster, setting off the spark. Bodies colliding, sweat catching the light. Cabin fever rising, taking us higher tonight. Whispered flames, don't stop, we ignite. Boom bass in the chest, feeling everything right. Deep in the forest where the wild hearts play. You and me lost where the real fires blaze. Lights turn way down, let the bass take the wheel. Your breath on my neck got me losing what's real. Plucks, teasing jelly, but the kick hits like thunder. Got your body in your lip every time I go under. Electric guitar screaming soft in the mix. I pull you in tight, getting lost in your fix. High heads cut it sharp while the tension builds high. In these whisper flames, we touching the sky. Yeah, 150 tempo, kept it shaking wild. Boom bass booster got the energy dial. You whisper in my